Frank Caracciolo, and currently I am the arts consultant at Lester B. Pearson School Board. I'm a practicing artist, and which helps me a great deal with my job at the school board. And one of the things that I most enjoy about my job is bringing in other artists, other specialists into the classroom. My own philosophy is that I just really believe that the arts are a tool that can bridge a lot of things that are not flowing in education at the moment. And I think that teachers who call upon artists to come into their classroom, it really makes a difference. I first started teaching here in Montreal. I was hired by a violence prevention program called Leave Out Violence. And through that program, I utilized my skills as an artist and photographer and painter. And we would go into at-risk situations where students weren't really necessarily doing well in the mainstream classroom, and we would do projects with them, and we would see a big turn in how that they approached themselves as well as how they did the projects. And it just seemed, and it was really evident to me, that the hands-on approach was really necessary. The students that are at risk often are they're coded, or they're put in because of behavior issues, and a regular classroom teacher doesn't really have the, if there's 20 kids in a class, it's very hard for that teacher to, single somebody out and specialize what they need all the time. A lot of teachers do that, but for the most part, students become at risk, and their behaviors sometimes are not perfect behaviors in a classroom setting if you're trying to teach. And then what happens is they get put into another group, and usually those groups, when you come in, you can bring them, different approaches in education, such as using photography to express themselves, or painting, or printmaking. But I find that you'll notice that when you start working with what they say at-risk students are, the minute they start hands-on, they feel a little bit more in tune with themselves, which then gives them confidence. And those are the things that we're looking for. I mean, those are the things that might be lacking, that a classroom teacher who's dealing with 20 students can't just sit and say, hey, what's going on, and like be so specific for one student's needs. So having the arts involved is something that I think makes a big difference in the way they can approach themselves and problem solving, and just putting them back on track.